I don't even have thoughts about drinking or using. So it was a done deal a long time ago, and it's stayed done. Yeah? So nothing has changed in there. And for the people, that's not my intent, because it matters what you are. If you're a real alcoholic or a real addict, it's almost like it's a sleeping dog. It's a big dog. And let's say that big dog was quite unruly in your life, and now it's asleep. Yeah. And now you got the run of your house again. You can run around, you can have people over, the dog snoozing, and everything's fine. But if you start entertaining the possibility that you can drink or use, you don't know what's going to wake up that dog. Yeah. And to me, the allure of drinking and using isn't enough to go against that healthy respect for what it is to live with that dog awake. Yeah. I'd rather have it keep sleeping, and then I can just get on with things. It's like my whole house is totally open, and I can invite anyone in, and I can leave when I want to leave. Where that thing took over, it was telling me who could come in and when I could go. And so no, personally, it's never come up for me. It could maybe tonight, but for the last 20-something years, it's been certain things will start happening to you when this position of being free, let's say, from self gets established. You will stop fighting everyone or anything. You'll be put in a place of neutrality with no thought or effort on your part, and the problem will not exist for you. And to me, that's a damn good solution, when the problem doesn't exist for you anymore. And that is what's happened with me. I think it's identification as self.
Right. And it's an identification problem. Right.
Yeah. And then the obsession is to reinforce the identification, because it's not a natural fit. It's like being taken over by a parasite. You're the host. The parasite takes you over.
Yeah, well
and it
said.
Convinces you to live underneath that takeover by being identified with its little image it's made, which is the self, I call it. Yeah. That bondage. And so to keep that glue or that identification bonded, the glue is the daily narrative in your head. Yeah. I, me, my, everything's pertaining to you. You become the center of a universe. And it creates a huge, for me, people are unconscious. Yeah. They're in conscious contact, but they're living in interpretation. And so basically they're almost like in vertical coffins in a way sometimes. They're walking around thinking they're having a big life, but really they're out to lunch. I mean, let's say you're at work and you're having a bad day, but you don't know what's going on. And then when you get home after 5, your mind tells you, oh, you had a bad day today. Weren't you in the day? I mean, you know it was happening when the batting was going on.
Right, man.
The head tells us, and then we assume that to be the case. And then we call people up and tell us what a bad day we had, and then resentments fly, and it's unbelievable.
Yeah.
And I found the biggest counteracting to that disease is recognizing you're not its central cog, which is a long-lasting, independent, separate entity. That to me is what about a lasting freedom, a possibility of first of all, a lot more possibilities start showing up in your life, a lot more, because you and I, if we're in that addiction, and it's everyone who's the selfing is dominating them is in it. We're being fed a very limited sort of possibilities. It's a self-centered modality. It doesn't have that many possibilities. Mostly it's based on survival, and whatever. And
but what you're saying, we're not even there. You're saying we're not even there because, we're just concentrating our attention on what's not and ignoring what is. And so then all the possibilities that in the universe are passing by us, and we're just we're looking at our feet or something.
That's right, because we're entertaining the impossible. That we could be a long-lasting, independent, separate entity, vulnerable, all this and all that. That's what we're entertaining all day. We're actively entertaining that, and therefore that becomes the denial of what you are. And it's a trance in a sense, and it can be broken. And I found that like the central point to go to isn't like the thises or the that's or that dualistic construct, but it's to go to the one that's living that dualistic construct and see that it isn't you. And then you become free from the bounds of the dualism.
I get that.